1,000-yard rusher a year ago. Here's Ramondre Stevenson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now Jones.
That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now a man who had some big years in a Cowboy uniform. Here's Zeke.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
To the right side, this is Stevenson. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
No surprise to see a sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
They run once more with Stevenson. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Gesicki. His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Now you look at this Patriots defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want. And other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots.
Fielded at the 20. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Ezekiel Elliott, a 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Pats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Folk connects on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is caught. It's close. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action now, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Pollard.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And this time he is in.
Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. The kick Big team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A quick pass out to Juju. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And now they're in the hurry-up.
On second down, Elliott once more. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
To throw again on second down. Jones
Completes this one to Thornton.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Jones looking to change the play.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down.
He's got his man, Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw again.
He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
On for the extra point is Folk. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. That is caught by Lamb.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
And this one is incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for
Both
Jonathan
teams making their
Coachman
final
in
preparations
REA
for the
Sports
second half
halftime
of
report.
action.
Take it away,
so
Coach.
with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Into the hands of Hendershot.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to run again here with Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to take over here up near the 40.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Jones now To throw on second down.
Checking this down to Stevenson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Prescott off play action.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Now Jones throwing on first down.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots take a 3-touchdown lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone, defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
How about now? Never mind. This is the worst.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. And they're going to speed things up here. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Jones. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
He's going to have the 1st down and then so.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His 1st touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Draw play, Elliott.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Seemed like they picked an excellent time there, Charles, to go with the draw play.
They certainly did. Caught him a little over-eager trying to get into the backfield and get to the quarterback. They used their speed and their aggressiveness against them, didn't they?
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Jones. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Folks' kick is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
They'll look to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14. And he goes down. It's a Patriot Patriots sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. Running left is Stevenson. And able to work his way down to the 16.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdowns.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
A give for Stevenson, running right.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go to Elliott again. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Jones will try and run with it.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown. touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
This will come out to the 25 as Lewis going to opt to not return it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Prescott from the gun on third. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on third down, good for 28. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
One last shot now for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
What are you doing?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points.